Hi and welcome to Discovering China. I'm Alina Wang, and coming up on this week's show, why this accomplished martial artist in his 20s was no match for a 62-year-old master of the soft Praying Mantis style. A Qing Dynasty bowl sets a new auction record in Hong Kong. And Tom Cruise learns the secrets of Chinese dumpling making in Taiwan. Chinese martial arts have strong spiritual roots. Many accomplished martial artists say this is what makes Chinese Kung Fu the most deep and profound collection of martial arts styles in the world. We now follow Praying Mantis style master Longfei Yang as he recalls his journey from hard to soft, discovering the true essence of Chinese Kung Fu.
Chinese people believe that their culture has divine origins.
China has a divinely inspired culture, no matter whether it's Chinese medicine, martial arts, writing, or feng shui. They are all passed down by gods.
Longfei Yang is a master of the Shanxi-style Praying Mantis Kung Fu and a judge for NTD Television's International Chinese Martial Arts competition. Yang says Chinese martial arts go far deeper than just fighting techniques.
In martial arts, apart from training the body, raising one's moral character is essential. It is only when your morality is high that you can develop external techniques and innate abilities. Just making your body physically very strong doesn't mean that you're a true martial artist.
This sense of morality in martial arts shows the deep connection of Chinese Kung Fu with religion.
No matter whether it's the Shaolin Temple or the Taoist Wudong Mountain, they all have within their spiritual cultivation sets of martial arts techniques. From these come many amazing stories. There are also martial arts stories from society, and they all have a link to Buddhism or Taoism.
Many of these stories are still told today. Stories like the Indian monk Da Mo crossing a river floating on a reed stalk and then meditating in a cave for 9 years before teaching kung fu exercises to the monks at the Shaolin Temple. Or the story of the creator of Tai Chi boxing, Zhang Sanfeng, who's said to have lived for around 200 years due to the healing effect of his martial art. Even the Chinese characters for martial arts contain deep inner meanings.
Since ancient times, the character for martial in Chinese has been made up of two components. The lower part means stop. The upper part is ge, which is a type of weapon in ancient times. So it actually means stop fighting and stop having conflicts. So martial arts are about raising one's moral character, not about fighting with somebody or contending with others.
Yang used to practice external martial arts that did not emphasize moral cultivation until he met a master of the Shanxi-style soft Praying Mantis system in China. That was in 1997.
At the time, the master was already 62 years old. I looked at his age and his physical capabilities. Being in my 20s, I didn't take it to be anything special. I used my quick punches and kicks to spar with him, but I discovered that whenever I got close to him, his movements immediately changed direction and my attacks just hit empty space. Within a short time, I exhausted all my energy. All my movements and techniques were not equal to this old man. I realized I was missing the true teachings.
So Yang studied diligently with this master.
I discovered that in the structure of the body and in practicing the techniques, you've got to relax. Once you relax, you can become tranquil in your breath and your heart. Only then will there be huge changes in the essential movements, the structure of the body and the transitions between movements. This is the essence of Chinese martial arts.
Yang hopes to revive this essence and to allow the public to experience China's divinely inspired culture via NTD Television's martial arts competition.
On Monday this week, a double lotus bowl fetched more than $9 million at auction in Hong Kong. It sets a world record for Qing Emperor Kangxi period ceramics. The piece was bought by an established Hong Kong dealer.
This is not your everyday rice bowl. This stunning raspberry red bowl was sold earlier this week at Hong Kong's Sotheby's auction house for $9.5 million. Hong Kong ceramics dealer William Chuck bought the bowl at more than 140 times the price paid 3 decades ago.
This is a rarity. It's very difficult to procure one. That's why we tried our best to bid on it and win it. There's a lotus pattern on the bowl, and that's why we tried so hard to bid for it.
The sale sets the world record for Qing ceramics from Emperor Kangxi's era. As wealthy Chinese collectors are showing interest for Chinese antiques and fine works of art. The Falangcai Double-Lotus bowl is from the 1662 to 1722 era. It is the only bowl recorded with this design, and it typifies one of the earliest pieces, decorated in a newly introduced Western enameling technique. It has a pattern of a continuous lotus pond landscape, lotus blooms in yellow, blue, pink, and white hues, with single and double lotus flower heads on delicate stems.
It's a very special bowl, very exclusive. The last 2-3 pieces that have appeared in the last 10 years were not in perfect condition. This is an absolutely mint condition, which is very unusual for this type. And the decoration is particularly pleasing. It's got a design, as you'll see, of double lotuses, not single lotuses. Double lotuses, which is the sign of a very auspicious reign for an emperor.
The bowl was once owned by the well-known antique dealer and collector Robert Chang. It was first sold at Sotheby's in 1983 for $67,500.
Now, you've all seen Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, but have you ever seen him make Chinese dumplings? On a recent trip to Taiwan to promote his new movie Oblivion, the Hollywood actor stopped by a dumpling restaurant to learn some of the secrets of making soup dumplings.
Putting on a white apron, Tom Cruise does not forget that when in Rome, do as the Romans do. He even greets the chefs at Din Tai Fung Dumpling House in Chinese.
Ni hao. Ni hao.
This is Tom Cruise's third visit to Taiwan, but it's the first time the actor has accepted the challenge of the 18 golden folds.
Ah, good, I get it. Yeah.
So full and pinch forward, yes.
Yep.
Full and pinch, and we have to pinch it tightly.
Restaurant owner Jihua Yang personally teaches Cruise the special skills. Cruise listens carefully, paying attention to pleating the dough. 1 minute later, the first bun is finally completed.
There we go.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Okay, good. Good.
Wearing his famous smile, Cruise finishes an entire steamer of xiaolongbao with the intricate 18 folds.
Not bad.
Very good.
Maybe I can get a job here.
Cruise is in Taiwan to promote his new movie, Oblivion. He asked to learn the art of making traditional Chinese dumplings during his trip. The Hollywood icon is letting fans see a side of him they wouldn't normally encounter.
Well, that is all for this week. We will be back next Friday with more jewels of Chinese civilization for you to enjoy. But don't forget you can subscribe on YouTube and like us on Facebook. See you soon.